Now let us see what is inside the Petal Netalla IoT Kit. This is the power socket for the kit where a 12 volts is passed through a DC adapter. And we have the power pins 12 volts, 5 volts and 3.3 volts for powering up the devices. Then we have the microcontroller ESP32, which is a feature-rich MCU with integrated Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity for a wide range of applications. A bus is a network topology or circuit arrangement in which all devices are attached to a line directly and all signals pass through each of the devices. Each device has a unique identity and can recognize those signals intended for it. Next we have the 2x16 LCD, which is an electronic display that has 16 characters per line, and there are 2 such lines. It is widely used in an extensive range of applications like mobile phones, automation products, calculators, fuel dispenser, machineries, etc. RGB LED is combination of 3 colors like red, green and blue in just one. RGB commonly used for lighting indication by respective colors. It's used in industrial applications for identify the state of controls and logics, signboards and digital displays. Buzzer. A buzzer is an audio signaling device, which may be mechanical or electromechanical. It converts audio signals into sound signals to prompt or alarm. Typical uses of buzzers include alarm devices, timers, machineries and automobiles. RFID, radio frequency identification, uses electromagnetic fields to automatically identify and track tags attached to objects. These radio waves transmit data from the tag to a reader, which then transmits the information to an RFID computer program. Some of the common uses of RFIDs include inventory management, asset tracking, cargo and supply chain logistics, retail applications, etc. The 4x4 matrix keypad is used as an input device to read the key pressed by the user and to process it. 4x4 keypad consists of 4 rows and 4 columns. Switches are placed between the rows and columns. A key press establishes a connection between the corresponding row and column, between which the switch is placed. 4-key switch is a digital input signal deliverable device to the microcontrollers. The switch is changed the logic state high to low or low to high. Switch is an electronic component or device that can switch an electrical circuit, interrupting the current or diverting it from one conductor to another. 4-key switches used to apply digital logic inputs, menu key functions and direction control. The LM35 or temperature sensor is a precision integrated circuit temperature devices with an output voltage linearly proportional to the centigrade temperature. It is a 3-terminal sensor used to measure surrounding temperature ranging from -55 degrees Celsius to 150 degrees Celsius. Temperature sensors are used in industrial applications, scientific laboratories, medical applications, HVAC systems, etc. A potentiometer is a 3-terminal resistor with a sliding or rotating contact that forms an adjustable voltage divider. If only 2 terminals are used, one end and the wiper, it acts as a variable resistor. It is used as voltage divider, PWM adjustment in panel control and volume control. A dip switch is a set of electrical switches packaged in a small box or housing. DIP is short for dual inline package. They are designed to be mounted on printed circuit boards along with other electronic components and is commonly used to customize the behavior of an electronic device for specific situations. DIP switches are used for a variety of functions and are especially popular within industrial equipment. Common uses for DIP switches include PC expansion cards, motherboards, arcade game machines, garage door openers and remote controls. 8-channel LED. It consists of 8 LEDs that are available to check the digital outputs by visually. OLED, organic light-emitting diodes, is a flat light-emitting technology, made by placing a series of organic thin films between 2 conductors. When electrical current is applied, a bright light is emitted. They are widely used in electronic appliances. Relays are electrically operated switches that open and close the circuits by receiving electrical signals from outside sources. They receive an electrical signal and send the signal to other equipment by turning the switch on and off. Relays are normally used in the control panels, industrial automation and automobiles to control the power along with switching the control circuit. A real-time clock (RTC) is a computer clock, usually in the form of an integrated circuit that is solely built for keeping time. Naturally, it counts hours, minutes, seconds, months, days and even years. RTCs can be found running in personal computers, embedded systems and servers, and are present in any electronic device that may require accurate time-keeping. EEPROM. EEPROM stands for Electrically Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory whose contents can be erased and reprogrammed using a pulsed voltage. EEPROM is usually used to store small amounts of data in computing and other electronic devices. 7-segment displays is a device that provides way to display information in text or decimal numbers which is an alternative to the more complex dot matrix displays. It is widely used in digital clocks, basic calculators, electronic meters, and other electronic devices that display numerical information. It consists of 7 segments of light-emitting diodes LEDs, which are assembled like numerical 8. Light-dependent resistors LDR, are light-sensitive devices most often used to indicate the presence or absence of light, or to measure the light intensity. LDR mainly included in alarm clocks, street lights and light intensity meters. A fire sensor is a detector. It is known as thermistor, which is mainly designed for detecting as well as responding to the occurrence of a fire. Fire sensors are used in different places like hydrogen stations, industrial heating, fire alarm, industrial gas turbines and more. Soil moisture sensors measure the volumetric water content in soil. Drying, and weighing of a sample. Soil moisture sensors measure the volumetric water content indirectly by using some other property of the soil, such as electrical resistance, dielectric constant, or interaction with neutrons, as a proxy for the moisture content. Reflected microwave radiation is affected by the soil moisture and is used for remote sensing in hydrology and agriculture. Portable probe instruments can be used by farmers or gardeners. The sound sensor is a module that monitors and detects the sound signals. It detects sound waves through its intensity and converting it to electrical signals. It is widely used in various applications such as security systems, monitoring systems, radios, telephones, mobile phones, computers, home automation systems, consumer electronic appliances, etc. A passive infrared sensor (PIR) is an electronic sensor that measures infrared light radiating from objects in its field of view. It allows to sense motion, almost always used to detect whether a human has moved in or out of the sensor's range. PIR sensors are used in thermal sensing applications, such as security and motion detection. They are commonly used in security alarms, motion detection alarms, and automatic lighting applications. IR receiver is a hardware that sends information from an infrared remote control to another device by receiving and decoding signals. In general, the receiver outputs a code to uniquely identify the infrared signal that it receives. It is one of the best receivers for a small distance communication. But it is only for one-way communication. RS-232 is one of the standard protocols in telecommunication which is used for serial communication of data. It is the process of connecting signals between data terminal equipment (DTE). For example, file servers, routers and application servers, such as modem. USB to TTL serial converter modules is used for general serial applications. It is popularly used for communication to and from microcontroller development boards and other MCU, which do not have USB interfaces. RS-485 is a multi-point communication standard set by the Electronics Industry Alliance (EIA) and Telecommunications Industry Association (TIA). RS-485 supports several connection types. Because of lower impedance receivers and drivers, RS-485 supports more nodes. A touch sensor detects touch or near proximity without relying on physical contact. Touch sensors are making their way into many applications like mobile phones, remote controls, control panels, etc. Present-day touch sensors can replace mechanical buttons and switches. The touch switch is widely applied in lifts, game consoles, home automations and industrial automation equipment. IR sensor is an electronic device that emits the light in order to sense some object of the surroundings. An IR sensor can measure the heat of an object as well as detects the motion. Usually, in the infrared spectrum, all the objects radiate some form of thermal radiation. These types of radiations are invisible to our eyes, but infrared sensor can detect these radiations. Missile guidance, remote sensing, IR thermometers, night vision devices etc. A motor driver is an integrated circuit chip which is usually used to control motors in autonomous robots. Motor driver act as an interface between microcontroller and the motors. A motor controller might include a manual or automatic means for starting and stopping the motor, selecting forward or reverse rotation. Motor controllers are primarily used to control the pumps, fans, blowers, etc. Zigbee. It is a mesh network protocol, one of the most popular mesh protocols in IoT environments. A short-range and low-power protocol, it can be used to extend communication over multiple devices. Zigbee is used by a variety of cable and telecommunication companies in their set-top boxes, satellite transceivers and home gateways, energy management in industries, enabling faster checkouts and in-store assistance for retail and many more.